Good morning, children. I hope you and your families are all well. Just checking in this morning to let you know what we've put onto the home learning timetable for you. So we're going to begin the day with some maths. And what we're looking at this week is 2D and 3D shapes. So we're going to refresh our memories of the names of different 2D and 3D shapes and also what those terms actually mean. So first question is, can you think of any yourself? So can you remember any 2D shapes or any 3D shapes? Have a little think about that. What do you think they look like? Can you describe them? There is also a link on the home learning timetable to a BBC Bitesize page where there's absolutely loads of information on there all about 2D and 3D shapes. So what I would suggest is clicking on the first link, which says what are 2D shapes. Have a little look at that. The second link is what are 3D shapes, so that would be helpful as well. There's another link on there which says what are properties of 3D shapes. If you want to, you can have a look at that as well. That might be helpful. But there's plenty of information there to get you started, so do give it a good look. And then moving on, maybe have a little look around your home to see if you can find any 2D or 3D shapes. Might seem strange, but they will be everywhere, so have a really good look. And then there's a few worksheets on there. So the first one is just helping you with the names of 2D shapes. The second one is helping you with the names of 3D shapes. And the third worksheet is for you to complete. So it's got lots of pictures of everyday objects which are actually 2D and 3D shapes. So we want you to have a go at naming those shapes. So for moving on then, you want to have a little look at your English lesson. So we're thinking today about planning a report about the discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb. So remember, when we're planning, we're not looking for sentences or paragraphs of writing. We're looking for bullet points and note making. So really bear that in mind today. You don't have to write sentences and sentences. Just take out information that you like and put it into bullet points. So there's a fact sheet on there for you to have a look at. What I suggest you do is, if you are able to print it off, then you could use a coloured pencil to highlight the information that you want to keep. If you can't print it off, then you could just get a piece of paper or one of your books and make little notes, bullet point notes, a list of them in your book, or any of the information that you like. Remember, if there's something you don't understand, don't write it down. And don't just copy the sentences, try to put them into your own words. It will make it a lot easier for you to understand. You could also ask your adult to help you if you're struggling with what something means, or if you do have the access to the internet, you could Google what a word means if you're not sure. So there's the fact sheet. There's also a BBC Bitesize video that you can have a little watch of, and there's lots of information on there which is great about Tutankhamun. And then there is a planning sheet that we've put on there for you, which you can use if you want to, but you don't have to. You can do it in your own sort of way if you want to do that. Okay, and then for the afternoon, there's a little bit of RE for you to complete, and today's RE is thinking all about our consciences, and that is thinking about basically right and wrong. So there's a video for you to start your afternoon lesson, and it's to get you moving basically. So watch it and listen to the words as well as copying the person. They're having a little dance, so you could give that a go if you're feeling energized. And then I just wanted to tell you that that this is on your home learning timetable, so you can read it, but I'll read it out for you. And it just says, when we think about reconciliation and forgiveness, we say sorry for wrong decisions we might have made. Our conscience is something that helps us to understand the difference between right and wrong. So I want you to have a little think about that further, and there's another video on there for you to watch which talks about making good choices or sometimes making wrong or incorrect choices, which everybody does. And then there are some questions that I've put onto a worksheet for you. So for example, I'll just get it up and I'll give you some example of the questions. So number one, do you think you are born knowing the difference between right and wrong? So have a think about that. And there's also an extra part which says why. So if you say yes, try to explain it a little bit more. Number 2 question, how do we know the difference between right and wrong? So these questions are quite challenging, and it's just to enable you to have a little think. And if you're finding it tricky to write it down, you could have a conversation with any of the adults at your house, or some of your siblings. If they're maybe older than you, they might be able to help you with that. So have a little look through. There are 7 questions that I'd like you to consider after watching the 2 videos, and have a go writing some sentences to answer those questions. Just do your best as always. Keep uploading your work. We love seeing what you're doing. Lots of you are working incredibly hard. So well done. It is a challenging time, but just keep doing your best. And we'll check in with you soon. Have a lovely day. Bye.